Hey everybody, coming to a new video. I just want to talk about relationships for a little bit. So I did my little research. I was like, let me look up the definition of relationships. But before I pull up the definition of a relationship, I want to just talk about it on my standpoint. Talk about relationships in my standpoint. Like in life, you have people you talk to every day, and then you have people that you have met in the previous years that you have talked with, but y'all don't talk all the time. Y'all just talk every month or every year. You just stop by, check up on each other. But in a way, y'all are still connected. Like y'all still keep up with each other. Y'all just see how each other's doing. And then there's enemies, right? Some people may have enemies. Me personally, I don't really think the only enemy I have is evil. I'm trying to resist evil my whole life. That's what I'm trying to do because as us humans, we have knowledge of good and evil. But as I continue, enemies make us better in a way because enemies, you always in contact with your enemy. Like whether you like it or not, even though you may dislike that person a little bit and y'all may be enemies, y'all may see differently, but y'all make each other better, y'all make each other grow. Like in the end, enemies become the best of friends because even though they may have the most different viewpoints and they're still alive together and they're still enemies usually end up the best of friends. It happens in stories. It happens in real life too. If you ask someone who is like very, very, I would say over the age of 50 or even younger or over the age of 20, they could say they had an enemy growing up. Someone they didn't like. But now they're friends. Yeah. Try to go ask somebody that. Do you have any enemies? And if so, is that enemy your friend now? Because it happens. It's very common when the enemy becomes a friend. Because not only that, y'all are always, I already talked about the topic that y'all benefit from each other, but y'all do. And then you have relationships where, you meet somebody for the first time and you never see them again. Like you only see them one time and then you meet them a second time again. Like that's very rare, but it happens. Like you end up walking across the street or you're going into a coffee shop or the movie theater and you say hey to someone. You just go to a quick glance. You're like, hey, see that person one time? And then it takes like a couple of years and then all of a sudden, hey, don't I recognize you from somewhere? It happens. I'm not really too knowledgeable on that one because that hasn't really happened to me often. I don't think that has happened to me yet. So yeah, I can't really talk too much about that. But there are instances where that happens. And today, I was outside kicking a soccer ball around. And it hurt my foot a little bit. But now, my it's getting better now. I did what they call a volley for the ones who know about soccer a little bit, but yeah. But relationships, they happen. You have a relationship like your entire life, mostly. And sometimes in life, you're alone the whole time because there are instances where you're alone. For me, I don't know if I'm going to end up alone in the long run. But if so, I don't mind being alone, being the only body. But I will say this, even though you may be the only body, I'll say that. Not alone, I'll say the only body. Because if I'm the only body, right, God will always be here to keep me company. So I really don't need anything else. Like, I want a wife. I want to find a wife in the long run. I want to have kids in the long run. But there's no guarantee. And if I don't get married, I'm not having any kids. I'm stating that now. It's not happening because any relationship I get in with the woman that I would like to marry, I'm just let her know straight up like, hey, are you in this for the long run? Do you want to get married? Have you been promiscuous? If you have, I don't want you. No, I don't. I'm just going to be like that. I just want to be like, if you have, I wouldn't like to continue this. That's all. I would just be very lighthearted. I'm very straight to the point now, and the older I get, the more straight to the point I get. Just I always tell people just ask. Like ask for what you want. And if you don't know the answer, ask. Because I talked about this in the video, but I don't know nothing. So when I don't, I just ask. But that's all. But relationships, they are a part of life, I'd say. Like even if you read books, even in real life, you're gonna meet someone that you can call your friend that you talk to often. Or even though y'all might not call each other friends, y'all just talk to each other all the time. Like, hey, what you been up to? Or how's the family? Or did you see that new movie that just came out? It's always good to have someone like that you can just talk to. It's not getting controversial or anything. It's just straight to the point. You're just talking about topics that y'all like, hobbies that y'all like, and then that's all there is to it. And then you move on, and then y'all go about y'all's lives, and life goes on. That's one thing I can say. Like if you're here today watching this video, thank you for watching the video. But also, hey, just have fun in life, because life is very short. And don't get too emotionally riled up, and treat people better than how you want to be treated. Because that's one thing I'm personally working on, treat people better than how I want to be treated. I've been doing it, and bro, I'm working on it. I haven't done it 100% of the time, but I would like to get it up there a lot better. So I'm working on it, and I just like working on stuff. I talked about that too, but I'm not gonna get too much into that. But for the ones who are new here, hope you had a great time watching this video. That's pretty much all I had on relationships at the moment. If you have any more things about relationships, comment down in the comments. Anything I missed, anything that you would like to talk about. I read some of the comments sometimes. Maybe not all of them, but I do read the comments. If it's only like one comment, then I read all of them. But yeah, I'm just in this for the fun. I make YouTube videos sometimes. I also make live streams, so if you want to watch me on live stream, I do that sometimes. I'm not on there for too long, but I'm always talking about regular stuff. But I've learned in life that there's only one thing that matters. That's praising the Lord. Like people, that's one more thing that I just remember about relationships. Some relationships fail. Most of them do. It's the harsh truth. But let's just get to it. But I forgot to mention this in the video. This is like, I see these on other YouTube videos. They be like, editor me coming in. But yeah, I just forgot to say that forgive people too. Like, if someone done something to you in the past, forgive them. You don't have to hang around them or anything, but you can forgive them. Don't hold a grudge against anybody. If somebody treats you wrong, treat them better than how you... That kind of goes to that point. But forgive people. Don't be afraid to forgive somebody. But that doesn't mean you have to just continue hanging around them. But definitely forgive people. It's very, very vital in life. Just one thing I've been aware of, too, in life that I wanted to add. But, yeah. Most of them fail. And if it does, don't let that put you in a sad mindset. Because there are always going to be more people in the world. People are being born every single day. There's so many people your age, so many people older than you. And don't let that bring you down, because today is the day that the Lord has made. So rejoice and be glad in it. And also, hey, find that food you like. I talk about this all the time, but find that drink you like, that beverage. Like me, I'm about to get back into exercising like I used to, because now that I've been running a little bit, it has opened my eyes that, hey, I need to prepare this body just in case anything happens, just in case we go into war or anything. I want to be able to, join, but I don't like violence. So if there's ever a war or anything, I'm just gonna protect my family. That's all. But guess what? I don't even have to do that, because God does all the protecting. But yeah, I know y'all probably hear about this every now and then, but that's the only thing that's true in life. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that will be forever. Like, even when your friends may die, your family may die, your dog may die, your cat may die. Any of the animals you have, they're gonna die. They may die in your lifetime or not. And any other things may die in your lifetime or not. But I'm not trying to get on a sad note. I don't want to go on for too much. I'll just make another video next time. But I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for watching. And God bless you all, okay? I'll talk to y'all next time. Goodbye.